Lady McKendrick may be of a higher class than you are used to mixing with, huh?
Ah, Bruno, my French friend. The lady will be so lost in my eyes and enthralled in my tales, she will not even notice when I make my move.
Timing, as always, is everything. While you and, Lady McBlahblah head off to do whatever it is that you're going to do,
Shaw will collect the key.
allowing us access to the Millionaire Suite.
Well, we will deal with any unwanted guests.
When you say deal with, I have to ask. How?
I will launch, how you say, charm offensive.
Okay, I'm with you so far, but what did you call the pipe things you're looking for?
Pneumatic tubes, used for the conveyance of small packages throughout the vessel. They will carry our surprise down to the cargo room. It really should be quite exciting.
And after the detonation?
That's where I come in.
Given that the artifact will be securely locked within the safe, dare I ask how you plan to get through 2 inches of solid steel?
I've got just the thing. A mechanism of my own invention.
What does it do?
It opens things.
Now, obviously your father made some enemies during his travels.
That's a pretty big understatement.
If I may interject, I think you were about to ask if Miss Rhodes expected us to encounter any opposition.
It's possible. Likely, even.
What of the other valuables? Are we to secure them also?
Just the artifact. We're not thieves.
What are we then?
All that stands between humanity and the forces of evil.
Hey guys, it's Red76. What's going on? I wanted to give you a Easter egg guide for the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies map, Voyage of Despair. This is the first map for Black Ops 4 Zombies, and it's going to give you the Abandoned Ship achievement. Now, this map introduces 4 new characters. It's Scarlett Rhodes, Diego Nicali, Bruno Delacroix, and Stanton Shaw. These characters are pretty cool and very interesting too. And the next map after this, 9, it also has them. So this chaos story is getting interesting more and more to me. So I'm excited to see where things go for them. The chaos story introduces these characters along with Scarlett Rhodes' father, Alistair Rhodes. And he's mentioned in this map. I don't know if he was on the Titanic or what, but all I know so far is that the Order has kidnapped him somehow. And I don't know if he shows up on 9 or what, but it's very mysterious, and like I said, I'm interested to see where the story goes. In this game, it was me, Mox, Thrill, and Nico. Nico dropped out, I think, around round 19. For whatever reason, it was connectivity issues, I believe, and those issues have since been fixed, so hopefully that doesn't happen anymore with him, but he had that issue a couple times. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the loadout here. I'm going to give you the loadout of what I took with me. For the elixirs, I took anywhere but here, because that thing has saved my ass numerous times. I'm serious. And then I took join the party. I've had a situation where I had all 3 of my teammates go down, and I couldn't revive them, where they totally bled out, and I used it, and it brought them back. I also experienced a glitch with that elixir, so be aware of that. One of the guys came up with no weapon in his hands, and he was somehow connected to one of the other teammates, and when that one teammate went down that actually did have a gun, the one with no gun went down at the same time for no reason. It was very weird. So be aware of that. That could happen. I don't know why it happened, but it did, unless they patched it. I also took equipment, which refreshes, cools down your refresh rate on the grenade button. If you have homunculus or whatever, it brings them back immediately. So that's pretty handy. And then I also took Dead of Nuclear Winter, just in case, you know, in a bad situation, we're getting surrounded or whatever, and I can't use anywhere but here. The bomb always helped. So those are the elixirs that I took. Anywhere but here, I made it a button that I could get to easy, and I used the button on my mouse on the side, and that's really handy. Something to think about if you have a mouse like that. As far as the talismans go, you don't have to take one, but I did, and I took an amulet, something that had to do with increasing the rate of your special weapon. I can't think of the name of it. Energized amulet, that's what I took, and that increases, I think it's just faster special weapon upgrading. It levels it up faster, I guess, or energizes it faster. I also took the Scepter of Ra. I highly recommend everybody take that. You can revive people with that if they go down, so it really helps. And if you place it down, it makes that bubble around you and can also revive you with the bubble if you crawl into it or if you're already around it, inside it. I took the RK-7 Garrison, the Wraithfire Grenade, and I took, as far as perks go, Quick Revive, Stamina Up, Mule Kick, and Dying Wish. Dying Wish will save you. It has saved me numerous times, but it does take a long time to recharge, so be aware of that. I would take Mule Kick so you can carry 3 weapons. You want some good firepower on this map, and I think I had the Kraken. Maybe I think I had the... In fact, I know I had the Hellion Salvo. I don't remember if I had a Kraken, but we'll see when we get closer to the end of the video. But I did have the Hellion Salvo. Highly recommend you get the Hellion Salvo. It will defeat the boss very fast if you use it correctly. Whoever has the Hellion Salvo, cover their ass. Wherever that person goes, you stay on their ass and keep them covered with a Kraken. If you upgrade the Kraken to the Ice upgrade, the Elemental Ice upgrade, or Pack-a-Punch, either one, it really helps. And just keep all the zombies off of the person with the Hellion Salvo. Keep all the Stokers off of them. Do whatever it takes, but keep that Hellion Salvo guy up so that he can shoot the boss when it's time, because it's very key, and the boss exposes its weak point when it shoots, and it's in increments. So like I said, stay on them, cover them as much as you can. It doesn't hurt to have 2 people with the Hellion Salvo. I don't know if that's even possible, but I know it's possible for several people to have the Krakens, because we've done that. Make sure you're trying for the Kraken out of the box. You can also do the Easter egg to get the Kraken from the Kraken. You can get the Kraken cannon from the Kraken. Try for Homunculus. That would really help, and I mean everybody should be trying for that, because it saves your ass in a bind. And when at the very end of the boss fight, you're going to want Homunculus. Throw it, get all the zombies away from you. Be aware that the Blight Fathers don't always go for it. In fact, I don't think they ever go for it when I throw it, but Stokers do. And when you throw it at the right time, you can start shooting the boss. You're going to see us do it at the end on the boss fight, so you can defeat it. But just be aware that the boss does have a squad wipe, so you're going to have to be careful of that, and I'll explain that later. So here is the picture of what we all took. You can take notes on it and just, decide what you want to take. Make up your own mind on, what works for you as far as elixirs, perks. But make sure you take things that help everybody else, not just yourself, like double points or something like that. and that way it's helping the entire team. But I highly recommend everybody take the Scepter of Ra. That's just going to be something that saves you and everybody else. So let's go ahead and get started with the steps. We're going to start out with the first step, and while you're doing the first step, you're going to want to get all the shield parts for the ballistic shield and create it. There are 3 parts. And you're going to want to open up the map. Just start opening up doors as much as you can. And activate the Sentinel artifact, and then activate the Pack-a-Punch. And when you activate the Pack-a-Punch, you want that thing. What we did is we started it in the bottom of the grand staircase. So you can start it wherever you want, but it seemed to work best for us every time we started the Pack-a-Punch in the grand staircase. Wherever you activate the last of 4 pedestals, that is where the Pack-a-Punch is going to appear first. The first part is going to be the Sentinel artifact is yours for the taking. The second step is for the elements are 4 and must be attuned. So you're going to activate all 4 pedestals for the Pack-a-Punch. I'm going to activate it.
Okay. And then meet me down the provisions?
Correct.
Yes, even without this curse.
Yeah.
Don't forget to build the shield after you activate the Sentinel artifact. It'll open up the rest of the map, and then you can get the 3rd shield part, which should be down in the provisions area. Build the shield here. Go ahead and pick up the ballistic shield, and then make sure you know how to use it. There are 2 different fire modes on it, and you can also bash enemies. It's really cool. So now at this point, you're going to want to activate all 4 Pack-a-Punch pedestals. Remember that the last out of the 4 that you activate is going to be where the Pack-a-Punch shows up. And remember those 4 symbols right there. There's going to be a right side up triangle, an upside down triangle, then a right side up triangle with a dash, or up dash triangle as we call it, and then a upside down triangle with a dash. So we call that the down dash triangle or something like that. So just remember those 4. They have some significance, and I've even noticed them on 9, which is pretty cool. So don't know really what they have to do with anything. They might be part of the order or something, but I guess we'll find out later. So after you activate the pedestal at the poop deck, go down below, open up provisions into the engine room. That bench right over there that I looked to on the right, that's going to be for the Kraken upgrade kit. I think it's distillation kit. Collect all 3 parts for that, and I will also have a video on how to do that as well. You're going to swim under here into the boiler room. Make sure you lower the water. It helps if you're fighting zombies. And there's also a portal in here. Utilize the portals when you can. It really helps, especially if you're trying to get away from a horde or stokers or whatever. But make sure you do drain the water in the boiler room and in the cargo room. It will help. At some point, you're going to do a challenge in these rooms, and when you do the challenge in the cargo hold, it's going to fill up with water anyway, but after you finish the challenge, it should automatically drain, I believe. If not, just go ahead and drain it. And here's the second pedestal in the turbine room. For us, pedestal number 3 was here in the cargo hold. Make sure you drain the water, activate the pedestal, and you will have one more, and that's going to be at the bottom of the grand staircase, or lower grand staircase. You're going to run all the way to the bottom of the stairs, very bottom, where it's dark and creepy. Activate that last pedestal, and Pack-a-Punch should appear there. The Pack-a-Punch moves around on its own. It doesn't matter, as far as I know, it doesn't matter how many times you use the Pack-a-Punch. It's not like the box where you use it a certain amount of times and it moves. It just moves during certain rounds. So you kind of want to time it just right, and this always seemed to work as far as having it start at the lower grand staircase. It always seemed to end up in the turbine room when we need it, because there's a part where you do need it in the turbine room, and I'll explain more on that later. Step 3, to change the agents of change, is to change everything. So you're going to locate 4 chalk symbols and their 4 corresponding clocks. And I'm going to give you all the possible locations of the symbols and the clocks. Before I continue with that, make sure that you go down into the engine room and build the distillation kit for the Kraken. It's the upgrade kit. There are 3 parts, Collect all of those, and then the fourth part is going to come from an elemental zombie. So the poison, electric, fire, and the water zombies all will drop apart. Not always, but most of the time they do. Poison is going to be a heart. Electric, I think, is going to be a foot or a hand. I can't remember. Then the water zombie is either going to be a foot or a hand. And then the fire zombie is going to be a skull. So once you collect that, I believe if you didn't want that one part, you could switch it out with another after you kill them. But you have to kill them with the Kraken cannon to get that part. So just collect it, and then you can run down there and upgrade your Kraken. And it's going to cost you 3,000 points when it's not Pack-a-Punch. But if you Pack-a-Punch it, it'll cost you 6,000 points. Back to locating the chalk symbols in the clock. Go to the mail rooms and note the time on the clock. And there's the symbol, right side up triangle. Make sure that you write down where the big hand was and where the little hand was. Don't worry about the actual time. It'll make it a lot easier. This is another location in the bridge. There's the upside down triangle, and there's the clock. Notate the time, and just write it down. Makes it a lot easier. Over here, go to the upper grand staircase. There's the clock, the very top. And that is where a chalk symbol would appear. Now you're going to run down to the first class lounge. And this room is where one of the distillation parts can be found. But there is the up dash triangle, and on the mantle above the fireplace is the clock. Now you're going to make your way into the galley. There's the clock. And if there's a chalk symbol, it'll be right there on the cabinet, or at least beneath the counter next to the other cabinets. And for the last location, you go to the third class berth and look right here by the stairway, and you will find a chalk symbol. That was the down dash, and there's the clock. Notate all 4 times and chalk symbols. There's only going to be 4 out of all those locations. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come back to the bridge, and you're going to treat these levers as the minute hand time. There are levers at the poop deck and in the engine room that are going to be treated as the hour time. So whatever time you wrote down on the clock, make sure that the shape or whatever triangle on these levers corresponds to the clock that you found in that same room. For instance, in this room to start out with, I find on the far left lever, and just watch how I do it, you'll see where you can actually adjust the levers. On the far left lever starting out, I've got the up dash triangle. You treat the lever as a clock, so the top would be 12, going right would be 1, 2, 3, etc. Remember that this is the minute hand. Going left would be 11, 10, 9, 8. So you're going to see me change it down to the 10 o'clock position because Mox tells me that the clock was at the 10 o'clock position with the minute hand. Then you go look at the next one, you see it's upside down triangle, and you get the minute hand time for that one. After you do all 4 of these, go to the poop deck, and you're going to do the hour levers. I'm at the minutes at the up triangle with a dash.
Regular triangle with a dash. The minute side should be at the 10 o'clock position.
So you go 12, 1, 2, 3, or 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, so I got it at the 10 o'clock position. And now I'm at the upside down triangle.
No, wait. It
Right.
should be at number 10. Like if you're...
Right side up triangle with a dash is at 10.
Right. Like 2 to the left.
Right. That's what I did.
Okay. Just make sure. Okay, yeah.
And then upside down triangle.
Upside down triangle should be at the 1 position.
Okay. And then upside down triangle with a dash.
Should be at the 2 position.
And then right side up triangle.
Should be at the 10 position.
Okay. And make our way to the poop deck. Alright, so yeah. The one on the left on the poop deck is down dash triangle, correct?
Up dash.
Up dash triangle?
One on the left. Like
Yeah.
if you're facing
Yeah.
the boat, looking at it.
Yeah. Up triangle with a dash, down triangle with a dash. Okay. So I'm at the up triangle with a dash.
Alright, that's supposed to be at the 9 o'clock position.
For the hour.
For the hour, correct.
10, 9. Okay. And then the down dash triangle.
Down dash triangle for the hour hand, it has to be at the 1 o'clock position.
Okay, it's at 1. Headed down to the engine room. And the left one's going to be the up triangle, right one's going to be the down triangle, correct?
Correct.
So it's going to be this one. And
They
that
died.
one. Okay, the up triangle.
For the hour, for the up triangle should be at 3 o'clock position.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
And then the down triangle should be at the 9 position.
11, 10, 9.
Perfect.
Step 4, within the chain of phases, all is conceived. Now you're going to find outlets starting here in the third class burst. This is one outlet, and it will leak one of the 4 elemental zombie types. It'll either have electricity around it, or water leaking out of it, fire, or poison. That's another one here on the aft decks. The third one is going to be here in the first class lounge. That has poison coming out of it. The fourth one will be here in the upper grand staircase. This one shows electricity coming out of it. The fifth one is going to be here in the dining hall, right by some tables. And this one shows water. And the sixth and final outlet will be here in the staterooms. This one you can see has fire. Be sure to notate where you found the substance by which outlet. That way you remember and you don't have to hunt for it. In our case, we had a poison zombie left, so we went ahead and took him to the first class lounge where the poison outlet was. You'll take the catalyst zombie to their corresponding outlet and kill them near the outlet. You can only kill one catalyst zombie per round by their outlet. So after we kill this poison zombie near the outlet, we have to wait till the next round to catch either the electrical or the water or the fire zombie and kill them by their corresponding outlet. As you can see here, after we kill the poison zombie near the outlet, a symbol appeared on the floor. Now you'll go to the next round and try to catch the next catalyst zombie and take him to the corresponding outlet. Remember that when you try to catch the flame zombie or fire zombie, you don't want to run past them because they'll blow up and then you'll have to wait till the next one spawns. Now we're by the fire outlet and we kill the fire zombie near the outlet. And there's the second symbol. Now we're at the dining hall and we need to kill a water zombie by the outlet. And that first one gave us a symbol. There it is right there. Now we're back at the upper grand staircase near the outlet. Kill the electrical zombie, and there's the symbol. Now what you need to do is return to the poison outlet, stand on the symbol with your whole team, hold the use button, and you will be teleported to the first challenge. You have to do it in that order. Poison, water, electricity, and fire. You can do all 4 challenges on the same round. You don't have to wait to do each challenge on each round. You just have to kill each catalyst zombie on a different round. So make sure to also finish off the Blight Fathers. They seem to be what ends the challenge. At least I noticed that on the boss fight challenges. I think it's the same for these challenges, but I'm not entirely sure. A very effective weapon to use against the Blight Fathers and the Stokers is the Hellion Salvo. So whenever you get a chance, get that gun and pack-a-punch it, even repack it. Very effective against them. It'll lock onto them, and I don't think you really have to lock onto them as much, but I usually do, and it takes them down very quickly. Another weapon to use would be the shield. Use fire mode, where you stick the gun through the shield and shoot that part on the top of the Blight Father where it's kind of pulsating, that part right there, and it will take them down really fast, I've noticed. After you complete each challenge, you'll see a white light go across the screen like this, and then you'll be able to pick up the Sentinel artifact. So make sure you pick this up after each challenge, all 4 of them, otherwise you won't be able to continue on with the Easter egg. During the time that you're doing all these steps, make sure you're trying for the homunculus. That's really going to help you, especially on the second challenge, which is the water challenge. As soon as you start to see Blight Fathers, throw a homunculus kind of in a center area, and you'll see where we fight from. and you'll be able to kind of keep all the zombies in the middle, and you can start focusing on the Blightfathers, which you really want to get rid of. You're going to be in the cargo hold, and it's going to fill up with water, so don't freak out. Just make sure to go up for air every so often. But where you spawn, just stay there. I wouldn't even go anywhere else, because that seems to work for us every time. Now go to the water outlet, have the whole team stand on the symbol, and hold the use button. You'll be teleported to the cargo hold, which is going to fill up with water, so don't worry about that. Just stay put. This is the best area, it seems. And remember to use homunculus when necessary if the zombies start to overrun you. If you have the Hellion Salvo, it will be excellent to fight off the Blightfathers. I wouldn't suggest going any further back into the cargo hold just because you can get caught very easily, especially when you're underwater. And for whatever reason, the zombies can run underwater like they can run on land. So it's kind of dumb that they do that, but I didn't make the game. So just be sure to use the Hellions on those Blightfathers. It'll end the round a lot faster, and I think it only takes about 3 hits. Now here it's just 2 of us fighting, so the challenge ends fairly fast. When you have 4 people, though, take my word for it, it's a lot longer, and there are a lot more enemies, including Blightfathers. Now wait for the Sentinel artifact to come down into the water, pick it up, and you should be back in the normal world, so to speak, and you're ready for the 3rd challenge, which is going to be electricity. Now rinse and repeat. Go to the 3rd outlet, which is the electrical outlet. Electrical outlet. You get it. So you're going to go there. Everybody stand on the symbol, hold the use button at the same time, and you'll be teleported to the boat deck. Again, also that ammo there, you get ammo on the poison one and on electric, and I think that's it. You don't get it on water or fire. So that ammo won't disappear. I should have told you that earlier. It won't disappear, so just save it until the end of the round. You don't get points for these kills in the challenge, by the way. I'm sure you've already noticed now, so be aware of that. However, make sure you do have the homunculus before the 2nd challenge, which is the water challenge, where you fight water zombies and Blightfathers. Here, you're fighting the electric zombies and the Blightfathers. Use that Hellion Salvo and the Kraken if you have it on those Blightfathers. It helps tremendously. And I don't know for sure, but I would say that maybe if you finish the Blightfathers off very early on this challenge, it might end the challenge. I don't know that it really matters that you have to fight off the other electrical zombies or the regular zombies. After the challenge is completed, you'll see the white light. Wait for the Sentinel artifact to float back down and pick it up. Don't forget to pick it up. And I think during these challenges it's actually being charged by the Catalyst Zombie power. So make sure your Scepter of Ra is fully charged before you go to the 4th challenge, because it's going to help you when you fight the fire zombies and the Stokers. It doesn't have to be level 3, but it definitely needs to be fully charged. That way, if somebody goes down, you can revive them. But also, it's very effective against the Stokers. Rinse and repeat. Again, here we are in the staterooms. Get on the symbol and teleport. Make sure everybody holds U's together. Now, return to this spot right here at the end of the challenge, because you're going to want to pick the Sentinel artifact up. Don't forget. Now, during this part, it is very tight on the space, so 1 person watch one side, 1 person watch the other. If you have 4 people, 2 people watch one side, 2 people watch the other. Homunculus really helps. And as soon as you see the Stokers, that's when you want to pull the Scepter out. That way, you're not wasting it on just the zombies. Fight those guys off. Use Homunculus if necessary. If you had the Kraken, totally effective against the Stokers. And if you have a Hellion Salvo, that's even more effective, I believe. After you complete the challenge, you'll see the white light. Run back downstairs as fast as you can, where you started. Pick up the Sentinel artifact, which is now fully charged. And you are ready for step 5. Make sure that after you pick up the Sentinel artifact to get up to the top of the ship as fast as you can. Don't stay down here. It gets too crowded with all the zombies and you don't want to go down. Step 5. Before the flame, your hubris is devoured. Alright, I can't stress enough, make sure that you get the Kraken before you go any further. If there are 2 people with Krakens, 1 person decide to pack-a-punch it, don't elementally upgrade it, just pack-a-punch it. The other elementally upgrade it. The person who pack-a-punches it, they can do some damage to the enemies and to the boss. I never really used it on the boss. I tried it. It just didn't seem as effective to me. But the Hellion Salvo is what you really want to be fighting the boss with. So whoever has a Kraken Pack-a-Punched will help against the enemies, but whoever has it elementally Pack-a-Punched, they're the one that you want covering the person with the Hellion Salvo. So elementally upgrade the Kraken without Pack-a-Punching it. Just elementally upgrade it to maybe ice. Ice seemed to be, or water, seemed to be better, and it would hold off the enemies a little bit better. It's slower on the fire rate, but it holds off the enemies better. So make sure that you've got the Kraken either Pack-a-Punched or elementally upgraded. You can do both. You can Pack-a-Punch it and elementally upgrade it if you want, just to see what it's like, but it seemed to be more effective just elementally upgraded when I used it to cover somebody with the Hellion. And then on the boss fight that you're going to see us play, I had the Hellion, and Mox and Thrill had the Krakens, I believe. So it's really however you want to do it or however you want to play it, but that's what worked for us. So by this point, you want to have the Kraken, and you want to have it upgraded either one or both ways, either way or both ways. It doesn't, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're not going to fight the boss specifically with it, but according to Raffle Waffles, the Kraken wasn't as powerful when it was Pack-a-Punched and elementally upgraded. So make sure you have the Kraken. Make sure that you've got some homunculuses, and you want to be around about round 20 at this point before you go any further. You want to be fighting the boss no later than like round 23 or 24. I mean, that's, the zombies start getting really tough, especially with 4 people. So you want to get to the boss as soon as possible. Throughout all these steps, you want to get a crawler. I keep calling him a crawler. What I mean by that is get 1 or 2 zombies, keep them alive, have somebody train them around the map while you finish the steps. That's just the best way to do it. You don't want to be trying to do these steps with the zombie hitting you unless you're playing it by yourself, doing solo. But I'm telling you right now, make sure you got that stuff. The homunculus, the Kraken, and or Hellion Salvo, depending on how many people you have. I suggest Mule Kick so you can have 3 weapons. So get the Hellion Salvo, and you can get the Kraken, and maybe get a submachine gun or an assault rifle, or even a light machine gun. And if you're going to get a light machine gun, I recommend the Hades Pack-a-Punch. That's a really good gun. I also recommend upgrading the ballistic shield if you know how to do it. And I will post a video soon on the steps on how to upgrade it. You can still take the ballistic shield in to the boss fight with you. It's still strong. Just be mindful of it. Watch it. Make sure that you don't lose it, because once you do, you're not going to be able to get it back. So those carpenter hammers help repair it. But I will post a video on how to do these steps so you can get the Svalengard shield. And it really helps against bosses and enemies and stuff just tremendously. So, and it's a fairly easy upgrade to get. Alright, on with step 5. So you're going to elementally upgrade the Kraken to the Decayed Kraken. You should have picked up a heart from a Catalyst zombie, the poison zombie anyway. And just pick that up and take it up there to the bench, upgrade your Kraken, and now you can shoot these 9 pipes in the turbine room, right by the Pack-a-Punch. So that's number 1. You'll see steam coming out of them. That's number 2. And then water will come out when you've done it correctly. It's number 3. It's number 4. And you'll hear a clink sound when you get it right. Number 5. Number 6. 7. Save the last pipe as the pipe that's above the Pack-a-Punch directly. It's number 8. I think I had lost count during this time and I was looking for another one. But number 9 is right there. And it'll fill up with water. Give it a few seconds. Just kind of watch your back. Don't let the zombies corner you in, because this is kind of a tight space and it's dangerous. Not a lot of room to run, especially when you're underwater and they can run like they're on land. So bizarre. But it's a game. Now what you're going to want to do is make sure that the Pack-a-Punch is here. It has to be in the turbine room. If it's not, you may have to wait a few rounds for it to get there. But you're going to want to Pack-a-Punch the Sentinel artifact. It'll come back out. Go ahead and grab it. I don't know if it'll get sucked back in. I wouldn't chance it, but I never wait around long enough to actually see it. I'm probably going to try it out sometime just to see what happens, but yeah. Don't wait. Make sure the zombies get away from you. If you got to throw a homunculus, throw a homunculus. Now you can turn that wheel here in the boiler room and it'll drain the water again. Make it easier for you to get out. For this next part, there will be 9 symbols that you need to find around the map, and I'm just going to show you from start to finish, from in the boiler room all the way over to the poop deck, so that you can see where to go in case you're still not familiar with the map. I went ahead and pack-a-punch the Kraken here along with the elemental upgrade, but I think I do switch it over to water later on, and it really helped. At least it helped me cover Mox when we were fighting the boss, and then because this is all mixed footage, later on you'll see all 3 of us fighting the boss, and I don't even have the Kraken on that day. So I'm going to go around and find these 9 symbols, and you can hear a woman's voice whisper what it is after you activate the symbol. I don't have subtitles for it for some reason. I don't know why, but you'll be able to hear her voice if you listen really carefully. Just go ahead and get a pad and pen or a pencil and write down, we're going to start in the boiler room, write down these symbols. So the first one is going to be for Mars, and it's iron, and you'll hear her voice say iron. I think PlayStation and Xbox, they have subtitles for it, but for whatever reason it doesn't do it on PC, or maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. But I got subtitles for the characters and stuff, so who knows. But anyway, so the first one is going to be for Mars. Just remember that. Boiler room, Mars. And when you find these planets later in the sky, later on the next step, they're going to appear, an orb is going to appear in the area where these symbols are. And so you're going to have to come back to it later. So just write down Mars, boiler room, or boiler room dash Mars.
Seems a bit extravagant. Was having 3 candles absolutely necessary?
I went ahead and just grabbed the Kraken. Good.
Now you're going to go down in front of the Odin statue, and this is going to be for Jupiter, and it is 10. So write that down. Engine room, Jupiter. Third symbol is going to be coming up here on the left, and on the white boat is where the orb will appear, and on the ground is where the symbol is. And in case you couldn't hear it, that was Neptunium. Just write down Afdex Neptunium, or Neptune, really, because it's the planet. I'm telling you what the elements are just so you know what they are. It's not really crucial. That's more of a hint when you were very first figuring all this out, and all the YouTubers figured it out for us, so it kind of cuts back on your work a little bit. That was silver, and in the open window is where the moon orb would appear. So write down Lower Grand Staircase, moon. This one is going to be the Millionaire Suite, and it should be copper. Just write down Millionaire Suite and put Venus. For the staterooms, that was uranium, and that would be Uranus. In the bridge, that was lead, and that's going to be for Saturn. So just write bridge and Saturn. That was Mercury, so just write down mailrooms, Mercury. And for the last one, the 9th symbol, that's going to be gold for the sun. The 6th step is when the planets are revealed, the essence is received. I believe this starts when you start finding the symbols around the map. I apologize, I don't have steps 7, 8, and 9. I don't know what the titles are. I have where you can complete the Easter egg, I just don't know what they're called, and they're pretty much hints. But I will say that it's the whole Easter egg guide, so don't freak out or anything. I just don't know what it's called over the little Sentinel artifact on your inventory. I believe at this point, when you look up into the sky, you can see all of the planets. If not, you'll have to do one more step and then you can see the planets. But you're going to need a pack-a-punch weapon to shoot each planet in the order that they appear on the model. Now what you need to do is go to the cargo hold, swim over to the wheel and drain the water, if it's not already drained. This crate right here on the left, that one, that's going to open up after the water drains, and it's going to reveal a model planet. So going back, a solar system. So going back to days of school, starting from the center, you've got the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto, we did learn, at the time, a while back at least, when I was in school, it was a planet. It's not a planet anymore, or it never was. But what you need is, you need to have somebody down there to cover you. Either have somebody throw a homunculus away from you, or have somebody down there with a Kraken or something, so that you can activate this model and start recording which planets light up first, including the Sun. So it's always going to be random every game. When you activate it, it'll kill all the zombies on the map currently, and you'll go into this separate type of game. You're still going to be in the map, but you're not going to be getting any points from the zombies. So you need to do this fairly fast, and you need to do it in the correct order that the planets appear when they light up on this model. So you activate it, they'll start lighting up immediately. Record it however you need to do it, whether it's writing it down on a piece of paper or recording it with your phone on the camera or something, but record it. You can even call it out to somebody and somebody else can write it down. You can activate it as many times as you want, so if you haven't finished writing it down, then have somebody throw a homunculus again and start writing again. Just be patient, but they'll all light up. And the Sun, as far as I understand, will always be last. And so the rest of them will be in a random order. As soon as you activate it, and as soon as you've gotten everything recorded and you know what's first, so if Mercury was the first one, that's the first planet you want to shoot. You're going to go up top, you're going to look in the sky, and you'll see all the planets. Be really careful, because the zombies will attack you while you're trying to shoot the planets. It's very difficult. This is probably one of the most difficult steps. So just be careful while you're running around, because you're not going to be able to keep throwing homunculus all the time. When you only have 2, and then if anybody else has them, great. But you really want to save them now after this, because you may need them when you're trying to get to the planets or the orbs. When you shoot a planet, it's going to come out of the sky as a blue orb. So if Mercury was first, when it lit up, you go up top, shoot Mercury, but have somebody ready over in the mailrooms, because that's where Mercury appears. It'll be a blue orb, you'll see it fall from the sky, and it will land in the mailrooms. But you're going to want somebody already set to go down there. All of a sudden, zombies are going to appear, and they're going to start trying to attack the orb to destroy it. So make sure you're communicating with your team. Let them know what's going on. But the zombies are going to keep coming, and when you shoot one of the planets, they're all going to head over to that orb, or they're all going to spawn over near it. And just be ready to grab the orb. All you got to do is hit the use button. See, these are all the planets lighting up on the model right there. And I threw a homunculus ahead of time so I could write them down, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm writing them down. And you have to do it about 2 to 3 times unless you're a really fast writer. and you're paying attention. But make sure you got somebody ready to grab those orbs, and make sure you have a pack-a-punch weapon. Make sure that it's either like an assault rifle or light machine gun or even a submachine gun, but something that shoots bullets. Don't try to shoot like the Hellion or the Kraken or something up there, because you might hit another planet or something. Just be careful. It's easier to use the bullets out of a gun to aim and to shoot the planets. So we're going to run back up top now, and we're going to start. And if you don't have any bullets, then just get somebody else to do it. But you're going to have to communicate with them which planet they need to shoot. Tell them it's Jupiter first or it's Mercury first. And if you look at the sun, which is going to be in the center in the sky, it's going to be the closest planet. If it's Mercury, it's going to be the closest one to the sun. And, if it's Jupiter, it's going to be the largest one without the rings on it, and it's going to have the big red spot on it. So once you shoot all the planets and you've collected all the orbs, then you can move on to the next step. For now, I'm going to show you us shooting each of the planets and where to go, so you're not confused. I do shoot it right here with the Kraken. Very fortunate to have hit it. I was trying to explain to Mox which planet it was, but I was able to actually get it. And so he's headed down to where you're supposed to pick up the Jupiter orb, which is in the engine room. And I usually don't go down there to get it. He usually does. But I wanted to follow him so I could see where it was. And there it is, right there. So that's what the orbs look like. Alright, let's go back up.
Alright, you want me to shoot it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm by the bridge.
Alright, it's coming down slowly.
What is your purpose, Big Planet?
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah, next one is Moon. That's going to be Lower Grand Staircase. I know where that's at. I'm going to run over there. I'm down to 4 rounds. If you could shoot the Moon, maybe I can get it. Hang on.
The Moon? I can hit it.
I got it.
Where's it gonna be?
It's gonna be down here in the Lower Grand Staircase by the dining room.
Did you shoot it?
Yeah, I got it.
If you are the company you keep, then I must have died a long time ago. I am empty.
Next one's gonna be Mercury in the mailroom.
Alright, you may shoot it.
No,
Yeah, because I had no ammo.
I will find more.
Mercury.
Or make a gallant last stand.
It's gonna be that purple one, that small purple one up there, by the nearest the sun. There you go. I got the homunculus ready. Through it.
so you finally realize that you are just too weak to threaten me alone.
Got it.
I have seen such violence only a few times before. It draws me to its violence.
Alright, Uranus is next, and that's going to be in the staterooms.
There's only a few left.
This is akin to
Uranus
trying to dam a river with only
is
twigs.
the purple one. Way out kind of by itself.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Knock this out.
Alright, it's there.
Got it.
It rages like a rabid animal.
And Neptune's gonna be on the aft decks. I'm headed to the aft decks. If you don't mind meeting me there.
Yeah,
Neptune will be in the water.
I see it.
I don't have
Shoot
any.
it.
I don't have any more homunculus. Do you?
I do, I got 2. There it is, right there, see it?
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Got
I'm
it.
out. Yeah, I'm out of homunculus.
Phone one.
Alright, I got it.
It's actually human.
Next one is Mars. That's going to be in the engine room. You can go ahead and hit it if you know where it's at. I have no ammo. Oh shit, there's a bomb. Get ready.
Just shoot it. No.
Small bright red one.
There's both small.
I know,
The
really
brightest
small.
one?
The brightest one, yeah. That's it. Run down here. I'm totally out of ammo. And I have one homunculus, but I'm going to save it. Toward the end. I think I'm going to need your Kraken down here.
Maybe I should just use what's left of my ammo
No.
and go down in a blaze of
I don't know where
glory.
it is. Is it up top?
Here. Yep.
Okay. See it? Got it. Alright, Venus, Millionaire Suite.
This man will fight for a cause.
I'm ready whenever you got it.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. I know. You second.
I got one homunculus.
Shot it.
Okay. Homunculus out.
Sorry.
That's good. I got it. Alright, I shot the sun.
I've not seen anything that angry since Evelyn discovered my secret compartment.
Alright, you ready? I'm gonna go first on it. Everybody hold the use button on it.
To Newcastle.
Holding
That
use.
was you,
Holding
mate.
use. Okay, now before we go any further, everybody has to hold the use button on the sun orb if they want to teleport to the mini challenge. But make sure that your Scepter of Ra is fully charged so that you can use it on this challenge. You have to be very quick. So you're going to go from the forecastle all the way over to the poop deck. And while doing so, you're going to melt big chunks of the iceberg, blocking your pathway. You can go left, right, middle, it doesn't matter. I've never taken the other ways except for left. I always go left. So I would communicate with your team. Make sure that you are, telling them, I'm going to go first with the scepter, so-and-so go second, so-and-so go third. And that way, everybody's not using the scepters at the same time and wasting energy on it. Also, grab your cannon, or if you don't have a cannon, make sure you get it. And if you already do have the cannon, then great. Pull that thing out and start shooting the chunks of ice because it's going to help. So you're going to see us teleport to the challenge. We're going to go from point A to point B. I mean, you're just making a beeline all the way over there. And you're going to fight a lot of zombies and stokers and even a Blightfather along the way. So whoever is melting the ice with the scepter or shooting it with the cannon, be sure to cover them and hold off the zombies and the stokers and whatnot. That way they can focus on taking down those chunks of ice, because if you don't get it in time, you got to restart the challenge. I don't think you have to do all the planets, but you do have to restart the challenge. Now, on the planets, I meant to say earlier, if you shoot the wrong planet before you get to this stage, you are going to have to start that over and wait till the next round begins. Then you can go down into the cargo hold and activate the model. It'll despawn the zombies, I guess, and then you can begin, and you're not going to be getting points as you kill them, so just be aware of that. But if you do shoot, you happen to shoot the wrong planet out of order, because you do need to shoot them in the order that they lit up, then don't fret about it, just start it on the next round. It does suck, especially if you're at like round 21, 22, but it's the only way you can do it. So just be careful when you shoot the planets. Communicate with your team, as communication is key on any of these games, really, but especially on the Easter eggs. That way you can get through them in a timely manner.
Not sure what I was expecting to happen, but, not that.
Open. Go, 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 go.
I understand what you are
Hell
doing.
yeah. So as soon as you see the white flash across the screen, it means you completed it. If you didn't, then just go back over to the forecastle. You may have to shoot the sun orb again and activate it and run through the challenge once again. So at this point, if you did complete it, a symbol is going to appear on the ground and the whole team needs to stand on it to teleport. But wait, don't do that yet. When the symbol appears, you're good to go. Everything's fine. The challenge is done. You can breathe. Now is the time, before you activate that symbol, that teleporter, before you and your team go, I cannot stress this enough, get your ammo, get homunculus, get krakens, get perks, everything. I mean, load up, because this is the boss fight now. When you take that teleporter, you're going to go fight the boss, and there are 5 challenges. So make sure you have a shield. I cannot stress that enough. I have forgotten to get a shield before, I believe, when we attempted the boss fight. If you got 2 krakens, have somebody get water and have somebody else just pack a punch it normal. And that way you have different firepower. Make sure that you have a Hellion salvo. I cannot stress that enough. That will take down the boss so fast, it's unreal. It takes down the Stokers, it takes down the Blightfathers, it takes down the boss. Now, I'm going to give you a little, I don't know, information on the boss. I don't know what it is. I just know it's a giant eyeball. Don't know why. Don't know what it is, where it's from. Don't know why it wants to kill the characters, but it does. So we don't even have a name for it yet, and I'm very interested to know what it is and why and all that. Why is it a giant eye? And why does it try to destroy the Chaos team? So it's interesting. I'm hoping that they'll kind of shed some light onto that later on, or who knows, we may have to fight that thing again later. But understand that on the first 2 challenges out of the 5 challenges during the boss fight, you can't hurt the boss. He's just going to be summoning, zombies, Stokers and Blightfathers and Catalyst zombies. Just know that it's not going to be easy. So to make it easier for you, you need to try for that box. Make sure maybe you can get some fire sales or some double points or something. I would not suggest going through rounds, because you really want to start the boss fight as soon as possible. And when I say that, I mean round 22, 23 at the latest. 24 is kind of pushing it. 25 is just going to be tough, but you can still do it. But the zombies are going to be really tough. That's the problem. And your team is going to need to have as much ammo and a homunculus and their scepters charged and shields full. And while you're fighting the boss, while you're going through the challenges, you are going to need to watch your shield health. Now, when you do these challenges, the 5 challenges, there are going to be a max ammo and a carpenter power-up just waiting for you. You don't have to grab them. They're not going to go anywhere. I would save them for after the challenge is complete. And the way that you'll know the challenge is complete is when you see that white flash across the screen. For now, though, getting back on track, make sure that you got all 4 of your perks. Make sure you got the shield and it's full, like you fixed it if it was damaged. Make sure your scepters are full, and if not, that's okay. They'll start to get full when you're fighting all the zombies and stuff on the boss fight. Make sure you got homunculus. At least somebody has them. 2 people at the least is what I would say. And make sure that somebody has a Hellion salvo and pack-a-punch it. If you can repack it, if you can afford to, repack it. Make sure that somebody who has the Kraken has the ice elemental upgrade on it. And then if there are 2 Krakens, make sure that somebody else has that pack-a-punch. If you want to pack-a-punch a Kraken and elementally upgrade it, that's fine. But don't even try to fight the boss with it, because from what I've learned, it's not going to damage it very, very much. So just understand you will be fighting zombies, catalyst zombies. And when I say catalyst zombies, that's the electric, the poison, the water, and the fire zombies. You're going to be fighting Stokers, and you're going to be fighting the Blightfathers, and they're going to be a lot. So whoever has the Hellion salvo, you need to stay on their ass. If you have the cannon, you need to be covering that person. The Hellion salvo is going to take down the Blightfathers in like 3 to 4 hits, and it'll take down Stokers in like 1 to 2, I think. So make sure that whoever has a Hellion salvo, or if you have 2 people with it, that's even better. But we had 1 person who had it, and I think it was me, actually. But make sure you stay on their ass because you're going to need to cover them while they focus fire on the boss and while they focus fire on Blightfathers. I'm going to reiterate. Get the Hellion Salvo. That gun right there that I just picked up. Pack-a-punch it. If you can afford to repack it, repack it. All your guns need to be pack-a-punch. I mean, just do it. You're not coming back. And let me be clear that once you fight the boss, once you have beaten it, that's it. That's the end of the game. You beat the map. There's no going back to the map and continuing to kill zombies like on the previous Call of Duties. So make sure that you load up, stock up perks. Like I said, shield, Scepter of Ra is full. Get Homunculus if possible. If you can afford it, if you got like 18,000 like I've got, or 22 or whatever, then go for that box. I mean, just keep hitting the box until you get Homunculus. If you feel like you're starting to really run low, then that's fine. There are guns that you can still buy during the boss fight off the walls. And if the Pack-a-Punch appears on the poop deck, that's even better because you're going to fight on the poop deck twice. The first phase and the last phase, the 5th phase. So I'm telling you right now, just stock up. Get everything you can. Bowie knife too. Make sure that you, and don't forget, when you get all 4 perks allow you to have a quick reload speed. It's almost like having... what's it called? Speed Cola. So make sure that you have all 4 of your perks as it helps you reload faster. And then everybody meet at the poop deck, go stand on the symbol, and teleport out of there to the boss. Alright, so from here on out, I'm not going to talk during the video, except when I do pause it so I can explain something regarding the boss fight, because you are going to need to know a few things. If you don't want to watch the video any further, from this point out, you're going to see the boss, you're going to see the challenges, and you're going to see the ending cutscene. So this is a spoiler alert. If you don't want to see all that, then you might want to stop the video here. But you're going to go through 5 challenges. The first 2 challenges, don't even bother shooting at the eyeball boss because it's not going to hurt him. He's going to be summoning the zombies, the Stokers, and the Blightfathers. What I've noticed is that when you finish off the Blightfathers, that's what's going to end the challenge. I could be wrong, but I think that's the way it works. And don't forget to grab that max ammo and that carpenter at the very end after the screen goes white telling you that you completed the challenge. Now, the 3rd challenge, and actually, you know what? I'll explain it later. Once you get to that point, I'll pause it and explain it. That way, I'm not giving you so much information at the beginning. So, at this point, you're going to want to swim all the way. When you get underwater, you're going to swim all the way to the, I guess it's like an underwater tree. I don't know if you're inside the iceberg or what, and you'll see the planets around it too. But you're going to all together swim up to this tree where the Sentinel artifact is and hold use, and then you'll begin the fight.
You tore our family a fucking part.
Holding use.
Alright.
Swim backwards.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to see where you're going. It'd be pretty freaky to swim.
No kidding, right?
Just deep water.
Look around.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It looks freaky. Bodies all over
I
you.
wonder if we're inside the iceberg, right? Is that what we're doing?
I think so, or I don't know if it has anything to do with the eyeball. I don't know if that's the eye right there, the Sentinel artifact. I don't understand the whole thing yet. And it's got a lot of writing on the tree.
It looks like the inside of an eye, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And see how the planet's forming? Like that's the sun on top. And you see all the planets are starting to come up. I'm sure it'll all be explained
you
later.
Never know. There's all this stuff. It could be the inside of someone's Uranus.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did.
Were we just inside the
Okay.
bloody iceberg that banged into us a little while ago?
Yeah, I guess that's where we were.
I think we just woke something up.
Oh, we did.
This day grows ever more strange. I dare not imagine what lays in store for us next.
I wonder what lays in stores with what's next.
Right.
Get it, get it, get it.
Get it, get it, get it.
This eyeball is going to be getting a teabagging when we get done with it.
Oh shit.
I'm not even kidding. What is your name?
That is Something.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And where do you come from?
Is that really a giant fucking eye?
That settles it. No more medicine tonight. I've had enough of these hallucinations.
That settles it. No more
Let's
medicine.
figure out how we kill this thing.
Keep an eye on your shield.
Trust it. It's looking at me funny.
Know this, it is you who is staring death in the face.
I just got hit one time and I'm red.
Bruises. My tattoos all wonky.
Do you have a shield?
Good news, skin scabs. I'll be going hand to hand pretty damn soon.
My dying wish is coming back. That's good. Oh my god, get away.
My body is strong. I have no ego. Bruce. Unlike Diego.
Yeah, it does lock onto the Stokers. That's cool.
To the wall.
I threw a homunculus.
Ammo directly into a confined, in-motion space within my weapon. That's bonkers, frankly.
That's right, brain rot. Take him out.
You keep asking for it, bub. Now you get to see what happens. I'll give you a clue. It'll hurt.
Alright. Throwing a homunculus. Trying to lock onto that guy. Get off me.
Oh my god.
They're both down. Good job.
Yeah, take him down fairly fast.
That is no way to live.
I'm gonna lose my shield.
Okay, I'll grab it. I got it.
Carpenter.
We're gonna need more ammo. A lot sooner than I'd like.
I'm gonna go clear off the, Is he down?
Yep.
Help, 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 help. Help. Fuck. Oh my...
This
I
week,
got him. I have him.
this whole damn month.
I cleared off the pack-a-punch. But I thought we were done.
That is quite enough from you, Slappy Daniels.
There we go. Oh my gosh, thank you. My shield is about to be down again. You can pack a
Oh,
punch
we
those.
can't go through that barrier.
Yeah. That would make it too easy.
You're right.
I'm downstairs. Alright, this is challenge number 2. This is a really tight area. It's pretty dangerous and you can go down fairly easy on it. So I suggest having maybe 2 people up top and 2 people on the bottom. But again, whoever has that Hellion Salvo, stay on their ass and protect them. So if you have the Kraken, stay near the person with the Hellion Salvo and just keep the zombies off of them, keep the Stokers off them as much as you can. And there will be Blightfathers, there will be Stokers, there will be zombies. There's going to be kind of like a ice thing that will form on the ground, several areas actually. And it'll make the zombies stronger when they cross through it. I don't think it hurts you when you cross over it because I stood on it for a little bit and it didn't hurt me or anything. But it does make the zombies stronger, so be careful. You can't hurt the boss, so again, like I was saying before, don't even bother shooting him. and just finish off all the mini bosses, the Stokers and the Blightfathers. That's really what's going to end the round. If you just want to keep running around, continuing shooting the zombies while the Blightfathers are there, you're going to waste time and ammo and such, and you're going to chance your shield going down when you get hit a lot. Don't forget to keep those scepters up and revive your buddies when they go down. If it's at level 3, which hopefully it is, you can plant it and it will revive them while you can continue to shoot. So just take your time, don't freak out, and communicate. That's the key to beating the boss, is communication with your team.
I'll try what I can upstairs, and then I'll just move down
There was
again.
definitely nothing about
Everybody's shield's
finding
good?
a gargantuan eyeball anywhere in Dad's letter.
Okay, because I need a shield almost, but I'm going to stay down here, have my back to the wall.
Don't lose it, man. If you're gonna...
Yeah, grab
Oh.
it. Hey, you're left.
If I feel like I'm going to lose it, I'll grab it, but so far I'm okay. I'll keep an eye on it.
You put me in bed. Fill the walkers on these gates, though. Not ready yet. One and one kill so.
Okay. I can get him. Yeah. Yeah, staying on the frozen parts doesn't hurt, I guess. It just makes the zombies stronger.
One kill.
Alright.
That blue one,
Blightfather, watch it.
like a rat. You know what I do to rats.
Fuck, oh my fucking word.
Fucking God! I have a... Fucking kidding me.
Hang on.
Once you're ready, give me a sec.
Mine's ready too. You got him.
Qualified as a doctor. But I know
Oh my
exactly
god,
what
get
I'm
off of
doing.
me. I gotta lock onto those guys. Watch out, don't stand in my way. Oh, I don't know if it matters or not.
We ain't doing the damn foxtrot.
Okay, I've gotta go get a shield.
Carpenter.
Are you using the Hellion Salvo?
Are you looking
Yes,
to get
but
hurt?
I'm fucking
Because
getting
that's
hit
what's
by
gonna happen.
something.
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked.
My fucking word, man. Like these fucking zombies, man. It's like they know if you had the Hellion Salvo, oh my god, go after him.
Given your limited language skills, it's possible your attacks are an attempt to say hello. I should probably say hello back.
Any more of those assholes?
Oh my God, got lots of guys up here.
Fucking hell, man. 24 is too dangerous. Get the fuck off of me, you fucking assholes. If I'm shooting the Hellion, I'm gonna need some cover with that Kraken. I can't do it without cover. I'm sorry.
I really should have been more careful with all those bullets. Too late now.
If you see any more Blightfathers, let me know.
That would have hurt a lot more if I wasn't on the right medication.
What the fuck off. Alright. I need cover. I'm gonna use the the Hellion. Hey, he's down. That was fast. Another one.
I really
Somebody
hope
cover
you're
me with the
dumb enough to
Kraken.
think that was a smart idea.
I really need cover.
Okay, give me a sec.
Hang on, dude. Hang on.
You are starting a fight you will not win.
My god, reload.
I don't know how to stick my dick in the...
Oh my god.
Shield was the toughest I could build, given the quality of the materials.
You got him? Okay.
God, I'm already in the way.
I know, dude. I lost my shield. It's gone.
Another multi-purposeful invention from Scar. She is very good at this kind of thing.
I'm just saying, when I do use it, I am gonna need cover with the Kraken because I fucking don't do very well without it.
I'm out of ammo. On the Kraken, so
Okay.
I can't cover you.
It's all good. I don't know if you said that. God damn it! If you said it earlier, I didn't hear you.
Thing was a mistake.
I mean, these fucking zombies are way too tough, man. On round 24. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. Grab that ammo. I'm noticing that when you defeat the Blightfathers for sure, that's when the round ends. Alright, so the first part you fought on the poop deck, second part you fight in the engine room, and the third part you're going to fight in the staterooms. And this part is really crammed. It's very narrow, and it's kind of in the shape of an H, like a double H, I guess. But where you start out at, you want to move forward and get into the middle part. So you'll see two power-ups on each side of you, the max ammo and the Carpenter free shield. Don't get them yet. They're going to stay there. And now the eyeball is going to be able to be hit. You're going to be fighting a lot of zombies and stokers. I mean, a lot, if you have a full team anyway. So it's going to shoot its eyeball beam down the hallways, and it's going to freeze everything up a little bit, I guess. And you don't want to stand in the middle of it because you'll get frozen and stuck, and then the zombies will take you down. So whoever has the Hellion Salvo, make sure you're shooting into the eye when it's firing its beam. Not at the very beginning. It's going to do both hallways at the very beginning. Don't even bother. Just save your ammo. But when it starts to shoot its eyeball beam out, that's when it's vulnerable and you can start hitting it. Make sure that somebody is covering the Hellion Salvo guy with a Kraken or whatever, but just keep them covered while they're shooting into the eye. The faster you damage the eye, the faster you'll complete the challenge. All you're going to be fighting are zombies and stokers. I don't believe there are any Blightfathers on this. So every time it shoots eyeball beam, shoot into it with the Hellion Salvo until it kind of lets out a yell, and you'll know you damaged it. And then when the screen turns white, you know you completed a challenge. Grab those two power-ups before you're automatically teleported. Every time I get rid of them. Okay, in the middle, right? We're standing in the middle, kind of. All right, so right here. Everybody's shield's good or no?
Away from its blast!
Yeah, we'll cover you. Shoot him.
I have to wait. You can't do it in the beginning, I don't think.
Fighting at close quarters.
You know, it's funny. I just remembered I'm claustrophobic.
Everybody's shield's good?
It's gonna get pretty cramped in here.
Okay. Don't stand in my way. Don't stand in my way.
Yeah! Nobody likes being poked in the eye.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like the Hellion Salvo at all.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Here we go, Red.
What the hell's that eye shooting? Oh, what's wrong?
Oh, what
Can't
happened?
see straight?
Poor baby. No. No, you couldn't get us.
Yeah,
No.
on Dead Man Walking.
Yeah,
Great job.
only 30 seconds left.
Alright, here we go.
Watch out for the beam!
Sorry, I gotta get in the way.
Oh, hey. I was hoping for a full orbital fracture blowout.
It's almost done.
I hear a stoker, I think.
I think it's done.
Nah.
Now it's done.
You should be. can't.
Hello. I'd say now's the time to shoot the eye. Let's cause some subconjunctival hemorrhaging.
Shield's good.
Oh, I'm about to lose mine. Hit that shit.
I got it.
Carpenter.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, I think I gotta hit him.
Dude, I had that.
Look out!
Okay, I think that was it.
Grab that ammo.
Max ammo.
Please tell me that was it. Yep. Yeah, that thing kicks their ass, man. Alright, now we're on stage 4. So where you start, where you spawn, right here, is where you want to throw homunculus whenever you need to use them, because this is a big open space right here. You want to hide behind those big chunks of iceberg that you see straight ahead when the eyeball starts shooting, because otherwise you're going to get frozen in place, or it'll hurt you at least. So same thing as before, rinse and repeat. Just use the Hellion Salvo on the eye every time that it starts to fire its beam, because that's when it's vulnerable. And keep an eye open for Blightfathers and Stokers, because they're coming, and also the zombies. So just stay on the Hellion Salvo guy's ass with that Kraken, whatever it is that you need to use to protect him. And that way, the sooner he gets the eyeball hurt, the sooner you can complete the challenge. I mean, you saw how fast the third challenge went. We've been on that challenge before where it was longer than that, but this thing kicks its ass. So just use cover and be ready to fire. It'll kind of be in increments, and you'll see hit markers when you're hitting it, and it'll screech when you hurt it. As soon as you complete it, when you complete the challenge, it'll be a white screen again, and just run to the other side and grab the ammo and the carpenter. But be aware of Stokers and stuff, because they come out of nowhere, and just if you have to move, you got to move. If you go down, utilize that scepter, but don't waste it on the zombies and stuff unless you're just completely out of ammo. But save the scepter to revive people, because this is a tough part. No shit. Okay, throw homunculuses right here if you have to throw one. That way there's room for us. I'm gonna stay right here.
We need to stay level-headed. If we just keep calm, we'll get through this.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
This eye wishes us dead.
You know,
I'm gonna need cover if anybody does have ammo.
There was no giant eye in the job description.
I need cover now.
The eye's vulnerable. Shoot it!
Be sure not to
Damn it.
rob it. You will only
It's all
make
good.
it worse.
Throw off homunculus?
I did, but it bounced off wrong.
I hit him a lot. He's already cracked up, man. He's red.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, get ready. I'm gonna need cover now. Fuck, I'm down. What the fuck?
I got him. I was in the middle of throwing a homunculus, man. I'm sorry.
I know, they take fucking forever.
Now how about we focus on finishing this?
Alright. I'm gonna move right here in the middle. I'm in the red a little bit. I need somebody over here to cover me. I need somebody over here to cover me.
I got you. I
Do
got
that
you.
again and I will ruin your face. Got it, freak?
Let's cause some subconjunctival hemorrhaging.
I need somebody on my ass with the Kraken.
Are you a fool?
I know,
Yeah.
man. It's
You
just
look like a fool.
my father here.
I got him.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not ready yet.
I got him.
Mind the bubble, freaks. It's my personal space.
I'm good.
I can't move.
I'm frozen.
Fuck, I lost
Crawl?
my shield.
Can you crawl or no?
I got it.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him again. I need cover though. I'm in the red. Here we go.
The eye wishes for our death.
I hit him a lot. Fuck!
Surprised they aren't piling on to devour me.
One thing's not ready yet.
It's okay. Just hide, man. Just hide. Take cover. I'm good still.
Hello, Dr. Shaw is here to help. Well, not that I'm that type
Thanks,
of
dude.
doctor. All the other type, really.
I'm gonna hit him again.
There we go.
Watch out for the beam!
He's down. Fuck yeah. Grab that shit.
Carpenter.
Oh my gosh.
We all just broke our necks trying to grab that.
No shit. Not that fucking. Okay. Remember, I'm gonna call out to you when he's gonna do squad wipe, and when he does that, I'll throw a homunculus. Everybody, focus fire on him. All right, last stage, stage 5 on the poop deck. This is the final stage, and this is where you need to be really careful because there is a squad wipe or a team wipe mechanic that the boss uses. And it charges up a shot after a loud screech, because you've heard it enough. It charges up a shot, and it'll wipe your entire team out, and that's it. There's no, oh, you go down and you're going to get revived, you're dead. So unless you have Dying Wish to save your ass, that's it. And you're only going to be able to use Dying Wish once. If it does get to the point where you actually don't interrupt the charge shot and Dying Wish is full, that'll save you, but that's it. So communicate with your team. Use that Hellion Salvo on the boss when it's shooting its eyeball beam out. You're going to do it about 3 to 4 times, and then it's going to do a charge shot. Then you're going to do 3 to 4 times, and then you're going to do it. It's going to do a charge shot, and you're going to, I think, interrupt about 3 to 4 charge shots total. But keep shooting into the beam, and when you finally hurt it enough, it'll screech really loud, and it'll go to the end of the ship where the power-ups are, and it'll begin to shake really rapidly. And it's charging up its shots. So that's when you need to throw the homunculus. Also, keep subtitles on because you can see what your characters are saying, and they'll say something in reference to the charge shot. Like my character, Scarlet, says, "Don't let that eye charge." So that, as soon as you see the subtitles to that, you need to be counting to 10 because you have it pretty much exactly 10 seconds before you're dead. So as soon as the character says something in reference to that, or as soon as you hear the screech, pull out the homunculus and throw it on the other side away from you. Get all the zombies over there, but watch out for Blightfathers because I don't think they always follow the homunculus. And everybody focus fire on that thing. So screech, watch for the subtitles, be paying attention. They're going to say something in reference to a charged shot from the eye. And throw homunculus, and then everybody turn and fire into the eye, and it'll interrupt its charged shot. And you can breathe a little bit, and it's going to be really pissed off and cracked and red, and then now you're going to do it again. You're going to be firing into it about 3 to 4 times. It'll do a screech, and then you need to interrupt the charged shot again. So make sure you communicate when you're throwing the homunculus, too, because that way you don't have 2 people throwing them, and you just wasted them. You know, you're really going to need those things. And keep an eye on your shield, like I've said before. And if you got to grab the Carpenter, or you need to even grab the max ammo before the boss is done, grab it. Because once you beat the boss, that's the end of the game. So enjoy this battle. It's pretty cool. It's kind of funny. I mean, just me. I'm getting all excited, and you know, I get loud, and plus I'm talking over the noise. My headphones and everything, the volume's really loud, so I'm talking real loud. But anyway, enjoy the video, and I will talk to you afterwards.
How much bloody shooting does it take to fill this terror?
But I need somebody to cover me with the Kraken. Like, I need one of you guys on me. Please.
We can make it angry.
I really need somebody to just start shooting around our feet and stuff. Okay, I hit him. Really need somebody to cover me.
Don't try to shoot with me.
Oh my god.
I will cut
I'm about to go
bad.
down. Just stay with me. Don't run off anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to follow on your 6 and just keep clearing it.
Alright, I hit him again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everybody's shield's good. This is good.
Covering you. We lost our shields.
Alright, this is gonna be the squad wipe. I'm gonna throw a homunculus if it is. Just focus fire on him. Okay, he's pissed. Okay. Alright, focus fire, focus fire. Focus fire, here we go. I throw a homunculus. I threw it. I think we got it. Good job. Alright, he's hit. Fuck, I'm about to go down. I'm fucking down.
That one coming.
I got him.
Too bad I didn't.
Okay, I think he's gonna do a squad wipe again. I'm gonna throw homunculus if it is. Alright, I think it's gonna be the next one actually.
Help!
Your numbers only give me more opportunity to work out my aggression.
That fucking dying whatever fucking just saved my ass.
My body is strong. I have no ego to bruise. Unlike Diego.
Squad wipe, throwing a homunculus. It's out.
I do not like this. What is this I doing?
Alright, fire. Fuck, I'm down. So, Light Father, fucking asshole got me. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we only have to do it once more, guys.
Yeah, we got this.
I gotta get ammo, sorry.
Not great with first impressions, are you, deadhead?
I'm fucking down again. Thank you.
Going on homunculus.
I'm good.
I got your 6. Lay his ass up.
Firing. Alright, he's hurt. I had to grab ammo.
He don't like this. We got plenty of ammo. We're alright.
Alright, I think it's gonna be the last squad wipe. I'm gonna throw a homunculus if it is. Alright, he's hurt. Alright, throwing a homunculus. It's out. Fire. Fuck yeah! Yes! Yeah! Yes!
I'm gonna ult him.
Don't you dare.
It all just went back to how it was before. No one will ever know.
Apparition. I've seen it before. I know where it is.
Is it somewhere you've been?
No. Only in books. But I do know its location. Greece. Delphi, to be specific.
Then that's where we're going next. If the bad guys are there, there's a good chance my father is too.
"23 rounds, guys. Good job.
Yes.
Finally."
What was that red dot on my head?
That's the continuation. Like, I heard that there's something else he's hiding, or he's in trouble. Like, something's wrong with him. I'll have to look it up. I don't think he's hiding anything. I think he's in trouble, though.
He's a fat fuck.
God.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, finally, man.
Game.
I feel bad that Nico wasn't there.
Yes.
Okay, before you back out of this, the scoreboard.
City Snake and ominous entrance. Hold on. Let's go.
I got City Snake and Dancing Shoes.
Cyber Knight.
Alright, so hang tight. Before you back out, I mean, look, I'm just looking at my stuff real quick. Okay. Make sure you bookmark the film. That's on the bottom right. If you go to stats, is it summary?
F11.
Roughly virtuous busy elements. Okay, so go to summary, and then it says roughly, for me it says roughly virtuous busy elements. It's got the little Black Ops 4 symbol, and then it's got www.callofduty.com/BOAS. You're supposed to do something with that, so just take a screenshot of it or something. I took one of mine, and then I can look it up and figure out what we need to do later. But there's something we're supposed to do with that, I think. That's freaking awesome, man. I cannot fucking believe we finally did it. Badass. But I still feel bad that Nico wasn't there. That's such bullshit that he got kicked.
Round 20. But
yeah.
Are you doing something to get booted just so you don't have to play anymore?
No shit.
Alright guys, it's 11:30 and I gotta get up at 5, so...
I understand, I've got to do the same.
Hold on, we can still do it now.
Well, now we need to do 9, so before you go to bed...
Yeah, right.
Alright, man. Yeah, good game, for real.
Gee.
Now we can move on to 9.
It's all about that Hellion salvo.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, that gun really helps. I was hitting him about 3 to 4 times each time, sometimes 5, I think. But I would really just kind of lock on. I would wait till it locked on and I was able to get him.
As soon as he can take hits and you rocket 4 of those into him, he disappears, man. He hates that shit.
There's one part though, man, I'm telling you, when I went down as we were shooting him to interrupt his squad wipe thing, I thought that he hit all of us because I went down at about the wrong time.
Oh, you thought that was it?
and the Blightfather got me from behind, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw that you guys were still up, so I was like, maybe they didn't, maybe he didn't do it or something. But yeah, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, oh no, 'cause I'm the only one that's got that thing. I'm not saying a Kraken can't hurt the guy, but I think it's slower though. But anyway, good game. Alright, if you got this far, congratulations, you beat the boss, and you got the achievement, and that is for Abandoned Ship. That will pop up during the ending cutscene, so just watch the entire thing after you beat him. And that's about it. If you got questions, if I left something out, if I was incorrect on something, post in the comments, and I will add it to the description if I did leave something out or if I was incorrect on information. But post in the comments below, leave a like or a dislike, and definitely subscribe. I hope to bring more content to you guys in the future, and I definitely will be posting more videos, obviously, so that will be the content that I bring. But we are working on 9 right now, and so hopefully we'll get that Easter egg done soon. But I'm going to post more videos for Black Ops 4, and I'm just having a lot of fun with this. These videos are a little lengthy, mine are anyway, with the Easter eggs, so I try to be as detailed as I can, and I try to help people out. And some people need that. Some people need a lengthy video, some don't. Some people just need a short video. But I do hope it helps you, and if you watch the entire thing, I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to do that. So I think that's about it. I covered everything, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Have fun.
Right where we belong. With the sun on my face, we'll couple up our dancing, cheek to cheek embrace. As we drift along, nothing could be wrong.